Hi, everybody. Welcome to CopiCafe. You got Rob and Josh here, and we're going to tell you all about some of our fun over the last couple of weeks. We missed last week because of a lot of things going on, the land sale and consensus, and we're here today to share a little bit more about what's up with you. This is episode 11 of CopiCafe. That is, who's that, Rob?
That's 11. That's the hospital gown 11.
That's 11 from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Great show. Yeah, so this is episode 11. What are you drinking today, Rob?
I am absolutely melting, and sometimes I was thinking, should I go for it? Definitely, maybe. I don't know. I might just roll with it, but I'm going with an Oasis today.
Nice, bringing that one back.
Not going to look back in anger. Yeah.
I mean, the clock is ticking backwards now because with that reference, because quite a while back I had the Oasis Cup.
You did, yeah. You had the Oasis, and you missed
your with, which was referencing a song as well.
You could have had all those, yeah. You missed your opportunity.
I didn't. So I am drinking. I'm double fisting today.
Let me guess.
Guess.
Waterloo. Oh, an empty glass.
No. It's a little bit of my espresso drink that I made for you when you were here.
Oh yeah, I like that. That was nice.
And you are a winner. I'm also drinking Waterloo. So well done. Okay. So we had a land sale. We missed CopiCafe last week. We had a land sale, and I thought that, I mean, there's pluses and minuses from it. We always try to learn from everything that we do so we can improve and get better. Yep. But overall, we had a 5-day land sale that we prepared for the last 3 months. We've been working really hard on getting ready for a lot of that. Our team, overtime, everybody was really working their butts off, and it showed. I mean, remarkable land sale videos released a week before the actual sale, demonstrating the talent on our team, the artwork, the effectiveness of our marketing, which is now really positioned to be marketing at scale and regularly communicating with you guys, our community. So that's exciting. And then we had 5 days in a row where we were all incredibly nervous. I don't know about you, but I was freaking nervous just because we've had glitches in multiple NFT sales prior. And it's like we've been working so hard on our own tech, which held up for the NFT to tree, held up for both of those, which was great. That gave us a little bit of confidence. But going into it, it's like, oh, man, we got a lot of people coming to use our platform. And it worked. It went amazingly well.
We'd built up to it, and we'd built the tension up for ourselves as well. You know, we built that video where both you and I both did kind of like a narrative. We're showing off our UE5 graphics, and then that led. Usually, you get a backlash. That's not real. That's just cinematic. So we immediately put that to rest by releasing the actual gameplay of Abigail running around, because we knew that that was coming. And then that was just amazing. It really was. But then we thought, well, next thing we're going to do now after this, and we've gone on CopiCafe, we've shared all the sizes, we've done everything, we've built up. I hope it goes well.
Yeah.
Wow, did it go well?
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, we had 5 days in a row selling, starting, and we really gamified the process of the sale, which I thought was a lot of fun. Number one, it's built into 5 separate days, and just for everybody's, like, we gamified it, but that was also solving a major problem. There's consideration of congestion on the blockchain and making sure that people are able to receive their NFTs in a timely fashion, and making sure that all the tech holds up really well. And so you have to take into account that. So splitting it up into roles and splitting it up into different days really helped us solve a lot of problemms, but it also gamified it and made it a lot more fun, which we're all about. Let's have some fun.
We split it into 4 different, throughout the 5 different sizes of land plots. We split them into 4 different sales throughout the day. The first sale was for the OG members. Then an hour later, we did the second sale, which was for the NFT holders of the flying vehicles. And these roles we'd already determined in Discord. So everything was linked up to our Discord role holders. Then the third tier of the day, which was about an hour later, that was for everybody who was an NFT holder and an OG holder that hadn't minted so far, and also people within our Discord been there for over 30 days. And then the final mint was the entire public. So we did those 4 sales every day for 5 days, 20 sales in total. So I mean, we really, there were long days, and we really put ourselves under pressure. And I don't think we meant to gamify it, but I think it was clear after day 2 that that's actually what was happening, because it turned into a fastest finger first. It was
Oh, well, I didn't
amazing.
mean gamifying it in that regard in terms of fastest finger first. I meant just the whole process and how it created a means of somebody looking at it and saying, I have to strategize how I'm going to participate in this. It's not just as simple as it's 1 mint, I'm going to go in and buy everything I can or whatever. And it was also, we limited it to, so there was a lot of things that we did to, reduce the number of bots in advance, which was a slight issue that people talked about. It was nowhere near the amount of an issue that the public in our Discord made it out to be. Nowhere near there. However, there was an issue potentially, but I would say quite a few people, most of the people got in with really quick times. It was very surprising. Even one in our community, Seven, that's done the songs, he got a copious at 4.5 seconds and published himself actually getting that done. He shot a video of it. But
so we know it was possible to do fast times, but I think it's also important to say, like with all our mints, what we have been doing is we have been trying to do the most eco-friendly minting on Cardano. We haven't said just send ADA to this address, and we've tried to control, and everybody who sends in gets their NFT in a controlled manner. And we limited it actually to one plot per person per day. So that meant that the NFTs were fair. They got into as many hands as they could do.
Yeah, to increase distribution.
We've addressed lots and lots of what we thought were issues. I mean, we didn't have to. We could have just said, look, everybody can mint 10 of them, but we wanted to have the fair distribution as we could. That's why we split it into the different roles. So there was a lots of thinking that went on, and partway through it, I think after day 2, we saw another issue where, because we'd split them with hours in advance, what this meant is that some of the public and some of the later mints, they were at a little bit of a disadvantage, because some of the OG members or some of the NFT holders, they were then immediately putting them on the secondary market, and in some cases that meant that when it came to actually the public minting, it was slightly cheaper than the mint prices on the secondary than we were selling them for, and it was confusing to people. And so we did a retro on every single sale that we did. So on that second night, I was up till 2:30 in the morning. We were discussing various options, what we should do, and in the end we just saw that of all the options that we assessed, we should just wait until all the sales have happened and then distribute it, because that's fair across all the board. Everybody knew what they were going to get, because our technology told you what you were about to mint. So we held them back, so you knew within that first few minutes what land plot size, whether it's going to be epic, copious, or you knew already. So the pressure was off everybody. They were quite chilled. It was then just a case of waiting until the final mint, and then 10 minutes after the final mint, then we distributed them, and actually I think they got in everybody's wallets within an hour, or maybe a few hours. It was really quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very quick. I would agree with you. In the middle of the sale, that solution was really needed to change the way that we're doing it. We actually adapted in multiple ways. We tried to fix any concerns with the exact when you're going to click the button. So we added a timer countdown that started occurring. We fixed that time thing. And that Saturday, I will say, that was a brutal day, because you and I got in there in Discord, and There was just a lot of there was some negativity going around, but like ultimately, when you look at the general picture of what happened here, and we always want to improve, so we're recognizing there might have been a few bots, nowhere near what people were saying, unbelievably, like off in terms of the amount of conversation that occurred about, like it wasn't that. So, but we are going to make some implementations and some fixes for that I think that are going to make it a lot more fun and solve some of these potentially problems or whatever. But
and it wasn't
the overall hold on, the overall picture, to finish my thought there, was that we had remarkable tech. Like, I heard this, you heard it all throughout the conference consensus, which we'll get to in a minute. We heard so much positive feedback from the people that really know us well and that have really looked at our tech about how amazing the experience was. Several came to me and said that was the best experience I've had buying an NFT on Cardano.
Yeah,
so what were you about to say?
I think it was. I mean, like I say, the whole game of gamifying. People had live Twitter streams, and not Twitter Spaces. That there was YouTube and Twitch streams going on. It was a real event that it turned into. And it wasn't without risk. With us changing some of the methods along the way, that could have cost us. Changing code could have made something that was working broke, but we we had some late nights testing it. And I think this is the first real use of our tech. I know we did the trees, but this was the first real use, and we gave it 20 tests, and I think it came out the other end with flying colors. We've got a huge data set that we're looking at now to see what people were trying to twist the system. We could see it during mint, but there was too much of a risk to stop some of the things happening. So we would just get better and better as we go along. And if this is the starting point, if this is day one, I mean, our tech is going to be much improved within the year or so.
I don't think you could have said it better, actually. Cheers to that. I mean, if this was the starting point, knowing that you hit the actual camera because it picked up audio from it. You couldn't have said it better. Like, if this was the starting point, and knowing our philosophy on everything is we want to bring you guys the most quality experience. We want to bring everybody a quality experience, quality graphics, quality all the way around. We're going to continue. And another value of ours is that is humility. Like, okay, we're not perfect. We're not going to do things perfect. So let's look at what happened. Like you said, analyze the data. We're already looking into that and figure out how we can improve and how we can make it better. And I love it, man. You perfectly summed it up there. So I think it's probably a good spot, unless there's anything else we want to celebrate from the land sale. Well, the community, thank you all for participating, for your feedback, for all your voices on how it goes. We listen to you. We really do. We get in there and we read and we listen. I think that was a huge success for us it was one of the largest, if not the largest, NFT sales on Cardano. And we're just really grateful for the community.
Of all the previous mints, so there was another worry point as well, because we are definitely, I would say, in what we would call a bear market, and there's never been a ceiling on Cardano of a project that has sold for over 1,000 ADA before. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I could be wrong, but not that I'm aware of. So that some people could look at that and going, oh, you're charging 1,000 ADA. For me, if Cardano is to compete with some of these other chains, we need to show that we're not necessarily just the cheap one. We want big projects coming to the platform. We want to attract major labels. Cardano is the number one in me, the platform that people should be coming on. But they shouldn't look at us and go, oh, those projects are going for 10 Ethereum on there. If I go to Cardano, I'll only get 200 ADA or 300 ADA. No, we should stand up and say, look, quality projects can come to Cardano. The community is there. If you show that you've got a really good project that people want and get behind, and you are building, then this is the platform for you. And I know I get quite, passionate about it, but I do believe it, that this is a tremendous platform, and I don't think people are shouting loud enough of the possibilities what you can do on Cardano.
Yeah. I mean, we know it, we feel it. There's a tidal wave coming. When it comes is, I guess, in question with market conditions. But there's a huge amount of volume coming to Cardano. And to your point on pricing, it's everybody's. Some of the less expensive ones, the inexpensive sales, nothing at all wrong with those. They might be a quality project, but there's a totally different business model tied to that. And there's a totally different business model tied to what we're doing. And the use case of our NFTs is, I mean, through the roof. Like there's so much you can do with these NFTs that are going to be in our game. So the utility is there, but then you've also got the amount of team around that required to produce each one and produce all of these graphics, etc. I think we've shown that can be done. You can do a sale of this amount. And the reality is we have so much we have to do with it.
I am not saying that you have to charge high prices on Cardano whatsoever. We're building a AAA game, so we need to raise a lot of money. Therefore, we are pitching our prices to support the team and growing. And we have this technology, not because we've heavily invested in it. We've probably spent over £200,000 developing our own platform. Not every platform can do that.
Just the NFT part.
Just the NFT part of it. Just the minting technology. But I am not saying, if you don't have a team as big as ours, that you're excluded from Cardano. We want to raise the bar too much. No, Cardano is all inclusive. If you're just one person and you're going to mint something for 10 ADA or 50 ADA or 60 ADA, definitely we'll support you. I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying.
No, I know you weren't. It's just varied models. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, that you weren't, because I know you weren't, but there's varied business models and varied approaches. And so, I think the main essence of what you're trying to convey to people is that there's a lot we got to do. There's a big team involved here, and we are, we're moving forward quickly, and we're delivering on promises, which is exciting.
I shared some slides on this week within our weekly meeting. I don't know if you want to go through them or not.
Sure. Did you want to go to those now? Okay. Yep. Let's do it. The NFT volume, some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Go for it. There we go. So all the NFT plots.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a summary. Everything sold out, and everything actually sold out within 20 seconds. Some sold out in, like that one says there, 4.856 seconds. They were probably averaging around about 12 seconds, and everything was sold out. We had one instance that took 35 minutes, which kind of got us worried a little bit. But that was just a one-off. But if we look at
well, wait, one point there I will just add, I forgot to mention, is that the team, for team and marketing, which we published this in advance of the sale, we reserved some back for the team and for marketing purposes, only from the small, the medium, and the large. So none of the team got automatically a Copious or an Epic. We all had the same opportunity to mint as you guys had, but we didn't get any Copious or Epic. I still don't have a Copious plot, nor do you, nor do most of our team does not have a Copious plot. I think one person was fast enough to get one. But so we made it incredibly fair, and those were the limited properties, and we wanted to make sure that was all available for the community. So that's what we did there. But go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, and just to go back to the point I was saying before, why our prices were high, and this is something that I shared with the team. We're trying to raise money to grow our team so we can build a AAA game. We have all this infrastructure, and we are investing in our company, but at the same time we're investing in the Cardano network. We're building a bridge, and we've got other stuff that we're bringing, and we're going to be incorporating a lot of other projects on Cardano within our ecosystem. So some of our money that is going into research, and research is really, really important. We kind of have to I suppose a really bare bones level, we have to maybe look into two different types of technology, just in case one of them doesn't work out, and we have another route to go to. We have to be agile. We're definitely providing liquidity on a number of dexes, and we'll continue to do that. So, and that liquidity is provided in ADA. So there is some kind of a myth that we're generating all this money and then we're just liquidating it all into US dollars. We're not
Right.
doing that at all. All liquidity we're providing is in ADA. There will be a couple of team events through the year, but some of these will be team building events. But remember, all our team is scattered throughout the world, and when we have these meetups where we can actually do workshops face to face, they're a lot more productive in terms of speed of what we can do, but also building the team together. We have nearly 8 or 9 employees within the UK, and they never get to see each other. So these mini events, they don't always have to be expensive. They can just be a few hours in a hotel room. We're going to start doing more marketing, which brings more users into the ecosystem, not just into our game, but into the Cardano ecosystem. Our current team already had job security. We have that for the next 3 years. We've already said that. But raising more money means that we can build the team with more and more people, and it provides security for them as well. We don't want to take on an extra 10 people and say, well, we're in a bear market. Maybe in 3 or 4 months' time, we'll have to get rid of a few. We're not.
We have to balance the.
Yeah.
We have to balance the ability to come through on our promises with taking care of the team and having enough to make it through a bearish market condition. Yeah. And those two things are not exactly easy. So current team is not able to deliver on our promises by when they've been promised, which means we've got to grow it. So we've got to figure out how to systematically grow the team to where it needs to be to come through on our promises as best as possible. There's always things you can't expect are going to happen, and we're not going to be perfect with our roadmap, but we certainly are very integrous about trying and doing everything right.
And we're not raising it all up front. If this was a traditional AAA, we'd probably raise maybe 100 million in Series A or Series B, and that would be it. Then we would not raising up more money. We're raising it as we go along via NFTs, and we don't need all the money up front because we're building the team slowly. We don't want to grow a massive team immediately because then we have all kinds of other issues. So we will build the team as we raise more funds. Every project should always have a contingency. Everything we're doing, there's costs all over the place. Even though we're all remote, there is definitely costs with assets and stuff. And then finally, we have the day-to-day bills. Not everybody takes this into account, but we have to pay taxes. There's lots of hidden bills that come out of those funds. You'd be amazed.
Yeah,
but
agree. What was that next slide that you wanted to show? Wasn't there something else? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so this is another slide that I shared. So what this is showing us is, even though the project has only been the land plot sales have only happened for a week, we're already the largest selling on secondary markets within the last 30 days, straight to number 1. Now, we do get 5% royalties, and again, that goes through to fund the project. But what this shows is, the popularity of our project, how many people are actually behind us within a bear market to do that number of secondary sales, which I think was about 7.8 million in ADA, which is more than that now. And overall, all time, I don't know how long these stats have been tracked for, maybe 2 years. We went straight into the number 10 position, which was absolutely incredible. So out of the blocks, almost, we're straight into that top 10, which is again is I suppose a testament to our team, the product that we're building, and also the community that are following us at the moment.
Yeah, our team and the community, and it's just a lot for all of us to be proud of and grateful for at the same time. But Yeah, it's very exciting. It's good to be uh, in the midst of such other great projects that are out there building on Cardano. It's pretty awesome to see all of it.
Yeah.
Very exciting. So how about we go into consensus?
Yeah, we can go into consensus.
That was we literally, guys, we're worn out. Rob came out of this with COVID. He took a long flight from London right in the middle of the land sale ending and consensus beginning. And I actually, during his flight, is when he landed in the United States, I think on Tuesday, right after the land sale had ended. It was the last day of the land sale, lands in the United States. And we did a demo for Charles Hoskinson and some of the guys at IOHK, Joshua Miller, and Jeffrey that were on the call. I think Jerry was also on the call, Tamara, and so we did a demo for them of our game. So that was really exciting because what that setup was a little bit later. Some other stuff that we'll tell you about in a moment.
Yeah, my plane got delayed. It actually took me 25 hours to get from the UK to Austin. But I knew that call with Charles was going to go ahead, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to miss this really important call. But then my plane got delayed 4 hours while I was in JFK Airport, so I actually managed to have that call, which was amazing.
Yeah, it was great. Really cool to just be able to show what we've done and see the reactions and watch Charles engage with David, who was demoing, the game and all of that. That was just
Charles asked him some tough questions. He knows.
Yes, he did. He asked some questions I wouldn't have known the answers to.
I was glad, David. Charles definitely done his homework on UE5.
Yeah, he certainly has. So yeah, that was really great. And then from there, we had a team meeting on Wednesday. Team got together at my place, and we
some photographs. You want to show the photographs?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so team got together at my place. We had some steaks, some Wagyu steaks, and then we quickly rolled off to the Cardano community event, which was pretty amazing. That's Charles speaking, and I had no idea this was going to happen, but in the first 30 seconds, we walked all the way up to the front and sat down in front of some people because everybody else was standing. So we just got in the front and sat down so we weren't blocking them. And in the first 30 seconds, Charles mentioned Cornucopias in his keynote speak.
Well, we were all there with our Cornucopias T-shirts on, weren't we? So
yeah,
I mean,
we were.
We were all.
I don't know that he saw us and mentioned. I think he was going to mention it just because of the demo, but he talked about the demo, and I forget what all he said, but it was great. It was really cool that he told a little bit of that origin story in his keynote event. So that was a huge moment for us. Then we had a lot of people come up to us. Oh yeah, he also mentioned it on Yahoo Finance TV.
Yeah.
He mentioned us on there.
He mentioned us by name. Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, a keynote and event is incredible because we're kind of in front of him with T-shirts on, potentially prompting him. Although we spoke about, but we weren't there at the Yahoo Finance. I mean, that was a half-an-hour interview. Yeah, we weren't there when he mentioned us. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was. It was really cool. But we had a lot of people approach us. Yeah, he's awesome. Axel. So we had some really cool people approach us that participated in the land sale. We might have one of them up soon on CopiCafe just for fun, just to introduce some of the people that are in our community. But we had. You can move on to the next one. He'd bought quite a bit of land from us, and there's Kaizen, and I'm not sure who the other guy is. Do you know who that? We met a lot of people. A lot of people at the event. It was a lot of fun. I do see you back there in the background.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that photo bombing in the background. Yeah. Then we actually went out for a meal.
Drip Drops team here.
I mean, that's who Kyle is. Kyle's the CEO of Drip Drops, and he's also old school OG member with Jet Chickens, and we have Andrew there with him, his business partner. So yeah, so it wasn't just a case of going to Austin and going to a few events. This was a business meeting as well. So we went for some sushi here. We might as well mix business with pleasure, and we had quite a few business meetings. Yeah, some really good stuff. I think that we're working on for the future. That'll be amazing to come for our platform.
Yeah, land staking. I mean, that's coming soon. That's going to be a tremendous, you know,
Yeah,
little one means of utility for the land that we can offer here hopefully soon. So that's a little mini leak that we didn't really intend for today.
You showed me some of the sites of Austin as well. So here we went for I think some chicken wings at El Camino. That was a really cool place.
Yeah, here we go.
And then Consensus started.
Yeah, this is the little shot of the Cardano booth. You know, and IOHK was so gracious to give us an hour slot to share what we're doing with the community, and that was pretty awesome. We had an amazing crowd. I was surprised by how many people showed up for it. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. And we first of all, what we're seeing on this image here is showing off the desktop launcher, and then we went on to show the building system, and then also the Javelin Mini.
That's Joshua Miller from IOHK there.
Yeah, you first put up a time, and then Joshua Miller went up.
No, you're giving me too much credit. You're giving me too much credit. I appreciate that. I didn't even put up a time, folks.
You tried to.
I flew off the track. I got a little too aggressive, and I flew off the track. And yeah,
you came off the track. That's actually me demonstrating the mobile game, because we brought that with us as well. And that's another community member behind us that has a few of our plots. So that the mobile game was absolutely amazing. There we go again with the Drip Drops team, and actually our CMO Alan on the end. The first time I'd met Alan, we've been working together for all these months. Yeah, there was quite a few team members that I'd actually never seen physically face to face. Here we go again with Kaizen. Here we have with Steffi. She has a YouTube channel called The Financial Fox. I mean, we networked with so many different people. Another YouTube channel, the good old school Rick McCracken.
Yeah, he used to have what was the name of his show long ago?
I went on his show. Yeah, it was called The Gauntlet.
Well, no, that was, I'm talking about before that. He had a show. I forget, but he's got Cardano Live now, and then he's playing a big part in Drip Drops as well. So he's an old school Cardano OG. Charles speaking. Yeah, I mean, that was an interesting interview. The guy asked really, really long questions. That's what I like. He was like reading this long paper, and it was funny. Charles was making he made a joke about it too.
I mean, his question would have lasted about half an hour. I would have just said, "Can you repeat that?" But I mean, But then
funny. It was
good. Fair, Charles gave him a long answer back.
Yeah, true. The long good answer.
Yeah.
And David Taylor.
Here we have David Taylor of Cardano Foundation. I mean, and these are not just, oh look, we went here and you know, here's some pictures. What we're showing, you know, we were meet and greeting not just projects, supporters of the project, Cardano people, but we made some really good alliances with the Cardano Foundation, with the Project Catalyst team, with IOHK themselves. And speaking of that, here's Tamara Hassan. She is the president of IOHK.
Yeah.
I mean, she has such a really important role, and it's not just can you just come over and we can have a quick photograph. You know, we had good chats with them, and not only that, there she is playing.
We got her playing the game. Yeah, she's awesome. She's a lot of fun. She
put a good time in.
And I love that. What this shot is great because, like, I don't know, it's something I love about video games. When you really get into it, and you just kind of do some of this action. Has both of us doing that.
Yeah, we were alternates. So after the presentation, we took the game to the back of so we wouldn't interfere with other people that were doing presentations. And then that some community members came over and all kinds of we
Well,
were
they
there
raced. They
Yeah,
raced for a javelin. The best time got a GTI
we
javelin.
did, and that was actually Damon from Charlie 3
That won it.
Yeah, he equaled my time of 1 minute 36.
Are you sure it was Damon?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I thought it was another guy that won, but yeah, no, it might have been Damon. It was great to see Damon.
Yeah, maybe
regardless,
you weren't aware of the Damon score.
Yeah, I don't even know. I just know that I definitely am not the defending champion. However, I'll get some practice. I love racing games. I need it. Yeah, so that was really cool. I thought overall the conference was pretty amazing, a lot of fun. We got a lot of team meetings in between and around stuff that was very productive for us. We got to strategize and talk about some of the next big moves we're making, which we can't really talk about just yet, but some really exciting stuff in that regard. You want me to bring up this next screen here for our...
No, not yet. I'm just preparing for the next leak.
Yep. Okay. Next leak. Yeah. And we, we're preparing right now, just as a final note before we provide the next leak. We're preparing for the custom dome sale, and a lot of work going into that and fleshing out how we're going to demonstrate what's possible for the entrepreneurs, for the builders, for the creatives that want to get these custom domes and do something special with them. Or if it's for the gamers that want to build a game, whatever it may be, we're really trying to build out templated use cases for these domes right now. And that's going to be a lot of fun. That's the next sale that's coming up soon. So I don't want to give a hard timeline, 3 to 6 weeks, somewhere in that neighborhood, probably, hopefully. Yeah, a lot of work to prep for that.
It will be announced in Discord.
Yeah. Yep. So, final leaks? Anything final you want to share with us? Or anything else you want to cover before?
Yeah, I mean, while I was over there in Consensus, I just shared a picture of the mobile game. So, I mean, would you like to see the mobile game?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure they would love to see that.
Well, are you sharing the screen? Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
This is an Android emulator on my PC. So yeah, this is how you're able to see it. Yeah. So we have some music here. So what you're seeing here, let me put the mouse over here. We have kind of like a friends list here. We have your NFTs. So we will know what NFT that you have, and that will give you some kind of a bonus. Although you don't need to have the NFT. I'm clicking the wrong screen. Let me just turn this sound down a little bit. This episode 11, the spooky music. So here's my profile. It's all linked up to the main game, and we come in and play the game. So the first thing you have to do, the idea of the game is you are defending a train that's being attacked, and you need to rescue the corn, and the corn is being rescued on either a javelin or on a bubble jet. So the first thing you do is you choose one, and off the bat I've actually chosen a mythic, which is great, which means at the end of the game I'll get a mythic multiplier. But if I didn't like that, I could, and look, NFT owned. I don't actually own the mythic, it's just the test data. I can choose again. So, wow. I've just chose a mythic javelin. So this is amazing. So I can now play the game. We now choose a level. We have over 100 levels in here. This will be get ready to go, and then this is the game.
Yeah, can't wait to show some of the levels at some point. But there's the getting started setup. It's a lot of fun. Some people actually played this during Consensus.
Few people played it.
Yeah, but we aren't really ready with the UI, and there's some images we're not quite ready to publish yet.
I'm about to play it, but before I play it, I will just say goodbye to everyone, I think. and then I will hit the play button.
Perfect. Thanks everyone for joining us. Lots of exciting stuff coming up. See you soon.
Yeah. See you later.
Next one.
Here we go.
See you later.